What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I do my 10,000 steps today. Stepping around all this bird stuff and whatever else. Man, over here in this spot, you really got to watch your step because you will get them Jordans gunked up. I'm not wearing none today, though. Y'all already know what I'm wearing. Them Zoom Pegasus. As always, when I'm out here doing these steps, appreciate all of my new people who have decided to join along for the ride of my grind to 5,000. Welcome. And I hope you enjoy your stay, checking out my stuff. I'm out here every day doing 10,000 steps, but I'm sure you figured that part out by now. And just good vibes. I try to kick it to y'all about things that interest me and might interest you. And this topic is no different, man. We got a lady out here. Now, this lady, I first seen this lady a few months back because she was on Anton Daniels' channel. He interviewed her. It was great stuff. I would recommend checking it out if you get the opportunity to. She was talking about how she had HIV and how somebody gave it to her. She was a bit vague initially. I think I'll walk around over here. She was a bit vague initially about who gave it to her. She was like, it was a popular YouTuber. Then it was like he was red pill. People kind of figured out who it was because the internet figures everything out. Those internet sleuths out there be on top of it. If you got a problem that needs solving, they better than the Scooby-Doo detective agency. They gonna figure it out. So it seems, and I'm gonna throw on here allegedly, just to protect myself, but allegedly it was the gentleman who goes by King Face. He's a conservative commentator, personality. I don't know if I would refer to him as red pill because, the stuff I've seen of his didn't really give me red pill vibes. He just seemed like a conservative, commentator. He was very much MAGA, but I didn't really get red pill vibes from him. So again, this is allegedly, let me throw that out there again, but that seems to be who the internet sleuths have come up with by doing their research. I don't know how much digging in her garbage they did, but that's who they figured out it was. And the dude died from complications of AIDS, allegedly. It's silly to have to do this, but you do, man, if you don't want no smoke. So she was on Anton Daniels' channel. He interviewed her. It was a very good watch, and she seemed like a sweetheart. Back then, she just seemed like a sweetheart. You really felt bad for her. Like, dang, she was with some super toxic guy like this that treated her bad, and when she found out she was diagnosed and went to talk to him about it, he seemingly didn't care. So dude knew, allegedly, that he had what he had and wasn't telling anybody. He was just slanging it wherever to whoever was willing to take it, and raw at that. So you skip forward to now, and that seemingly sweet woman that was on there, she don't seem so sweet anymore. She seems to kind of have adopted the bitter mentality of, well, nobody told me, so I'm not gonna tell anybody. She was talking about dating, and she just basically saying now that it's not her job to protect you from yourself. Yeah, she got HIV and she's gonna tell, but she's gonna basically tell when she's ready to tell. She's not gonna tell you on the first date or second date. She's gonna tell you whenever. And this was just a stark contrast between the young lady who we be seen just a few months back on Anton's channel and now. To my understanding, she was in a relationship then, possibly even married. Maybe she wasn't married, but I believe she was in a relationship. Like, she kind of gave that vibe that she was in a relationship. I don't know what happened with that. Perhaps, you know, the newfound attention that she was getting from being on Anton's platform might have put a strain on them. She might have brought all types of attention to their relationship that he wasn't comfortable with. Maybe his family seen something, and you know, that put some pressure on him, and he decided to move a different way. I don't know. But you skip forward to now, and she's talking about what dating is like, kind of complaining about what dating is like with HIV, which, you know, when you got something, dating's not going to be as easy. That's just the nature of the beast. You know, it's unfortunate, but if you got something that if you give to a person they can't get rid of, you can't get rid of it, they can't get rid of it, like, you know, the warts, you know, people be checking out on you not wanting to date if you just got that, but you got something that they can possibly die from. I mean, come on, that's gonna be a turnoff for a lot of people. So I really don't know what to say. I really don't know what you would expect. You're looking for somebody out here in the world that is going to be open to dating you when this is your status. And I don't know how possible this is. And forgive me if I sound ignorant by saying this, but when you have that, wouldn't it be easier, at least theoretically, wouldn't it be easier to just date other people who have it too, because they understand what you're going through, they're in the same boat as you, and they're not going to be theoretically as scared off about it as someone who doesn't have it. You know, I'm just curious about that one. I'm genuinely asking. I don't know, because to my understanding, I don't know anybody personally who has this, so I can't really ask anybody. But I would just think, like, if this is your life, why not just kind of stick to dating people that are in the same medical status as yourself? You know, I mean, you could be like, oh, I should be able to date who I want. You should, but the reality is you can't date who you want, because this is always going to be something that is going to eliminate you. You know, this is something that is going to follow you, and it's going to eliminate you, because I'd say 95% of guys that have nothing and have never had nothing before, if you tell them this, regardless of how beautiful you are, regardless of how nice you are, it's going to be a hell no for them. So there's just that. But her attitude and demeanor was startling, of just how different she was from when she did the Anton interview before. I don't know what that young lady has been through. I mean, she still looks very healthy. She's still very pretty. I don't know what she's been through, though, in terms of maybe online bullying or something like that. But her attitude was stank. Like, really, her attitude was stank. Now, I mean, it's not up to me to save you for yourself. You don't know me. You should be trying to get to know me. Why are you trying to stick your thing in me and you don't even know me, and raw, and you don't even know me? I mean, my dear, and this isn't being disrespectful at all. You know, this isn't me trying to throw any shade at you. But that's a really silly thing for you to be asking anybody. Like, really, this is one of those times where lack of self-awareness is astounding. I mean, for you to have the gall to say that to anybody is just wild to me, because should this or should this not have been the very question you asked the dude that infected you to begin with? You don't know me. Why are you trying so hard to stick your thing in me, and raw at that? I mean, really, to have what you have and have the audacity to ask that of somebody else, when you should have been asking that of the very guy who infected you, Man, that is a tremendous display of no self-awareness, in my opinion. So let me know what y'all think about this, man. Be careful out there. Wrap up. I don't care how cute she is, because a pretty girl can have something, as we see with this. It's not just ugly people. It's not just fat people. It's not just a certain race. Anybody can have anything, especially now. STDs are on the rise. Condom usage has dipped. So be careful out here, man, because you gonna run into people that got something, and this gonna be their attitude about it. I think that's the scary thing. This is gonna be their attitude. They feel like they don't owe you a warning. They shouldn't have to disclose this to you. You should have to ask them, and then they tell it to you. Like, the mental gymnastics here in this situation is crazy. To have something that a person can never get rid of and possibly kill them and say, you should have asked me about it. I have no words, man. So y'all be careful out there. Y'all have heard me say this before. Wrap up. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care if she says I'm on the pill already. Wrap up. Buy your own stuff. Do not take no condoms or anything from a woman. Provide your own stuff. Protect yourself, man, because you don't want to be out there ending up with some stuff like this. Because in many cases, these people, once they get something, they change. You know, they don't care about protecting other people because they feel like they're justified in doing what they're doing, moving the way they moving, because did nobody warn them? Did nobody protect them? So why should they? So you got to look after your own interests. You know, it be people that they didn't look after themselves. They didn't look after their own interests. And now this is their reality. So now they feel like it's not their responsibility to warn you. Nobody warned them, so why should they be warning you? Why should they do for you what somebody didn't do for them? And that's just really warped ass logic and reasoning. But look out for yourself. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank y'all again. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.